Hey guys, it's Nick with the Bass Hookup, and today out at the local lake here, throwing one of my favorite baits, one that we've made. So I know you guys will probably say, well, it's a biased review, but no, I just want to go over some of the baits with you guys, specifically the top spin right here. I'm gonna throw this guy down here. It's a killer pond bait. It catches fish all year round, no matter what body of water. I don't care. You got the little blade, you throw your favorite swim bait on the back, sharp hook, good swim bait head. I mean, it just catches them. And one thing I've seen in some other reviews that I've seen are in the comments, people saying it's a spinner bait, and especially like the swim jig, that it's a spinner bait. Well, just to dispel that a little bit and explain a little more so you guys can see, that's a spinner bait. Your standard spinner bait. That's the top spin. Look at the blade size. The spinner bait swallows that thing whole. Now, the swim jig, same thing. Here's our swim jig right there. Here's a spinner bait. Again, this blade, and this was designed for finesse applications, throwing it in, you could throw it in dirty water, clear water, but it's a swim jig with some flash. It's not a spinner bait. A spinner bait has much bigger blades, a lot more vibration. This is just to give them that subtle flash. Same thing with the top spin. They both have the same size blade. The top spin blade is the same size that you'll get on a lot of underspins. So let's get out here, see if we can throw it. I'll tell you guys how we use it and how you can get a hold of us if you guys catch fish on it, if you guys used it. You know, we'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love to get your pictures. You can send it, DM us at the Bass Hookup on Instagram or First Gen Fishing on Instagram. We'd love to hear from you guys, and especially get pictures of fish catches, whatever you want to comment on there. If you guys don't like it, if you guys you know, have any suggestions or baits you'd like to see in the future, we're all about it. Okay, so send that stuff over our way. Now let's get fishing. All right, let's try to go catch some fish on the First Gen top spin. This thing works everywhere you go, all around the country, all times of year. It's basically an underspin, but reversed. So we have the blade on top, wire that holds the blade on, acting like a weed guard. In my opinion, a lot more versatile than an underspin. You can throw this thing through cover, through most cover, and you could drag it right on the bottom where the fish like to be. So it just catches fish. Let's see if we get some. Oh man, just got hammered. I popped that out of the weeds and it put like a foot of slack in my line. Casting out there, letting it go to the bottom, and it's full of weeds all the way out there. And like I said, it's getting in the weeds. I'm just popping out of the weeds, and that fish just hammered it. Oh, there's one. We got one, guys. Man, he's got me hung up in a bunch of weeds. Here he comes. There we go. Weeds, top spin in its mouth. 2 casts, 2 bites. And if you're like a pond fisherman, this thing slays them in the ponds. Put your favorite swim bait on there and just throw it out there. You can throw it to the bottom. In these weeds, I'm popping it out, like ripping it free like you would a trap or a chatterbait possibly. And fish, they're hammering it, so I'll keep going here. Yeah, and casting out there, let it go to the bottom. And I'm working it through these weeds here. That time I was burning it. Here we go. Just burning it over the weeds. Cast back in the cove. A little bit shallower back there, so I was just burning it on top. And he came out and smoked it. Said, guys, if you haven't tried these out, give them a try. They work everywhere around the country, all the lakes, rivers, for all different species. We sell little sizes, we sell big sizes, and they just flat out catch fish. If you do try them and you catch fish on them, or you have any comments, hit us up on our Instagram page, The Bass Hookup, or hit us up directly, DM us on First Gen Fishing's Instagram. We'll get back to you. Any insight you guys have, anything you know, like, dislike, you have pictures of fish you caught on it, send it to us. We'd love to see it, love to hear what you think, but they flat out catch fish. We're gonna keep on fishing. Only been here about 5 minutes, 3 bites. Another one. Reeling that one, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That one. Choked it. Look at that one. Good one, guys. I'm telling you. You haven't tried out the top spin? First Gen Fishing top spin? Give it a try. This one's in Glimmer Shad with a white Keitech on it. Honestly, not the color I'd throw. It was already on that bait in my garage. Water is gin clear, but they are eating it. That's a good fish right there. Nice fish. And this bait's so easy to throw for anybody. I mean, it's a cast out there, reel in bait. You can cast it out, let it go to the bottom, reel it on the bottom, or burn it on the surface. You could go on those suspended fish. Works great in all those. Oh, I just had another one. Shoo. Man. But works great in all those situations. All right, so what it is First Gen Fishing top spin. So instead of an underspin with the wire coming out down here, we got the titanium blade on top. You can see I caught those fish, drug them through those weeds, no issue. The blade still straight in line. Now, with that said, these don't last forever. Just like any bait, they do not last forever. We field tested them, you know, depending on how much torture you put this wire through, it will eventually break. I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, it won't last forever. So if you expect to buy this and it lasts you 10 years, that's probably not gonna be the case. It will last you quite a few fish though, and it catches fish. And what it will save you is, instead of, if you're using this thing on the bottom, when you have an underspin, that thing's like an anchor. And if you're fishing rocks, it's just gonna snag on bottom. You get a lot of snags. At least that's what would happen to me. So why we designed this is so that would stop happening. You could run this on bottom cleanly. That's why we have the 90-degree line tie. So it keeps it going parallel with the bottom. And then the wire weed guard helps it be snag free. So, and it also helps it with the blade on top. When it's running like that, the blade's still up here spinning. So you still get that flash, you still get the tail kick from the swim bait, as where with the underspin on bottom, it's just bouncing bottom. So the blade's like this, doing nothing, right? No benefit. You might as well just throw a regular swim bait head. So that's what this is designed for. Again, love to hear your guys' feedback. If you guys go out there and purchase any, if you get any fish catches on it, send it to us. We'd love to see it. But my line broke, I need to retie. So this 3/8 ounce head, this is in the Glimmer Shad color. It has this one has a Mustad Ultra Point hook. All of them have a Mustad Ultra Point hook, depending on the size. The hook sizes vary. Like I said, we have small ones that you could throw a 2.8 Keitech on. I've caught crappie on them, a lot of crappie on them. trout, especially if you have bigger trout in your lakes. Small trout, doesn't matter. Works great on all that stuff. Halibut, rock cod, and we're gonna be coming out with some new stuff too, so keep an eye out. Little one, little guy, but ate it on the fall again. And he's off in the weeds. Stuck in the weeds. I gotta go get this guy out of the weeds. Well, there he is, not giant, but I was just reeling that thing real quick over the weeds and clobbered it. But yeah, nice little fish. Like I said, you can reel it on the bottom, you can reel it over the weeds. Let's get him back. So you can use it either way. Deep, suspended fish, on bottom, over the top of weed flats. Let's see if we can get one more fish. It's middle of the day. Their top bite's tough. Got one. I'm gonna switch color. Like a good one. Yep. Good one. Right there. All right. Good fish on the new color. And throw him back. And I think that's about all the time I have. I really got to go back. But you know what? Shows you guys a little bit of how that bait works. I haven't been out here long at all. We've been out here about 30 minutes. I've caught 4 fish, I think. 4 or 5. But just want to show you guys again, because this bait right here coming up in the fall time is going to be a killer bait. It works right now. It works all year round. You know, fish eat bait fish all year round. This is a perfect bait fish imitator with a little blade on top. You could reel it slow on bottom. You could reel it down there, you know, 50, 40, 30, 20 feet deep on the rock piles, just slow winding it right along the bottom, and or above those weed beds. Works for stripers, trout, crappie, bass, calico bass, redfish, it doesn't matter. Works on everything. And again, you guys, you catch them, you buy them, you have input, hit us up, Instagram, the Bass Hookup, or First Gen Fishing Instagram. Tag us if you got a picture of a fish you guys caught that, you know, caught it on our bait, one of our baits, either the jaw dropper, the top spin, the swim jig, and we'll have more videos coming up too. We like to mix it up. We do a lot of tournament videos, other baits and stuff like that, but these baits we have extreme confidence in. When I take people out to go fishing and I want them to catch fish, I put on a top spin for them and a little Kitech spinning rod, you know, if it's a kid or something, and just have them throw it out there, and they always catch fish on it. So that's about it. We're gonna wrap up this video. Hope you guys liked it, and we'll see you next time.